Hey YouTube, it's J Cut here, and we're bringing you another one. Oh yes. As you know, we have the J Cut coloring book, which is now available for pre-order, and we have the digital coloring book, which is now available to order. Oh yeah, this is the moment we've been waiting for. Now, if you came here for the installation, click here. It's a breakdown to show you how to install it into your devices. Okay, but if you came here, you want to know how to deal with the layers. Oh yeah. But before we do that, don't forget to like, subscribe, push that notification button, because we're going to be bringing more to you. Oh yes. So, as you can see, this is the digital pack. It won't look like this on your device in the sense of all of them all together. They're broken down, as I explained in the video before, into each section, but on my device, they're all together. As you can see, they're all in different grayscales. Now, I did this on purpose to help you guys out a little bit, but also to show how I do my layer breakdown. So let me show you what it looks like inside. So for instance, let's go to, let's go to, what we got here? We got some good stuff. Let's go to the Wiz. That's my favorite. Let's go there. So you can see it's all, now this is what it will look like on Procreate and Photoshop. So they both look the same way when it comes to the layer breakdown. So if you were to go to the layers here, you'll see it's all broken down and it's all labeled. So here it has the characters and here it has the brick. So you can see me turning it on and off here. So the ink layer is there, and then there's a color base, right? Now, the reason why I set a color base, you don't have to use that. If you wanted to, you could essentially turn this to white. If you want, you could set it, make it white, right? And then a layer above, you could color however you want it. If you wanted to color inside, you turn this to reference. And then you color just by dropping if you wanted to. The threshold's a little high. Let's bring the threshold down a little bit, like that. Right? So let's do a different color than that. So if you wanted to, essentially, you could drop it in and do some color dropping into that ink layer, or you can turn it off, keep the reference on, go to the layer underneath, and then drop it in if you wanted to. So then you can still turn it off. Now, I wouldn't recommend dropping color in because not every file is good like that, because some of these files, like for instance, even if you look at this, the color dropper is good for when there's a closed, when this is closed, because then you can easily, let me clear this, drop it in without it bleeding out. But you can see it's bleeding out because there's some thin areas. So if I show you the thin areas here, right? There's some thin areas here. So when the color is filling in all this space, it's trying to escape into this area. And it's going to say, oh, you want me to fill this area too? And that's not the case. So I don't recommend filling it in. But what I recommend, if we go back to how it was, I'm undoing, just taking it back to the original way. I recommend you use the color base. And this is something I do. You do a layer above it. In Photoshop, if you right click, it'll say clipping, or you can, I think you can right click. I think you can click Alt. If I'm not mistaken, click Alt and click in between the two layers to do this clipping mask. But here you click it, you click clipping mask, and then now I can color inside of that space without interrupting anything else. So that's why everything is broken down in that way, but you don't have to use that method. So then what you can do is say, okay, I want to color, right? I want to color in this space, and I'm doing a very sloppy job. Oh, we still have the reference on. Let's turn that off. Make sure the reference is off, and then boom, filled it in. This is not a good brown. What is happening here? right? And then you could just erase all the imperfections here, right? You can grab another layer if you wanted to, do the same thing, clipping. Let's say we're like, oh, we want it to be a green dress, right? They're in Emerald City. Then you just go on ahead and you can fill it in like this if you want. Then this is an ink pencil, but if we're like, oh, we want to do more like a crayon. Actually, I have a crayon brush in the digital pack, actually, which brings me to this. So as you can see at the top, it says J-Cut Pack 1, J-Cut Pack 2, J-Cut Pack 3. I'm going to have some videos breaking down the packs, but all these packs, these brushes are also available on my website. So if you go down to the link below, it'll take you to the digital section and those packs are there. So I actually have a crayon brush that you can use that has more of a crayon fill type of texture. So if you want to color it in like that, it'll give you more of a crayon fill that I custom made. Okay, and that's about it. There's so much more is coming. There are digital packs and all that stuff on jcut.com, link in the description. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, push that notification button because we're going to keep bringing that stuff to you. You just got to tell me what you want to see because I got you. I got you. What are you doing? I know you're not about to leave without liking or sharing or something. I know you see that red button. You better subscribe to my channel. See you soon.